What up?
Hey, what's going on?
It is hump day,
Hump
almost to the
day.
weekend.
Yeah,
We
it
are
don't even feel
almost to
like
the
it.
weekend.
hmm
It's been a long week already.
On Wednesday. Yes, it has been a long week. It
Yeah,
seems like they all are, except for if you're on vacation, then it's a short week.
right,
That's just
exactly.
that's the law. That's how that works.
And it's
hmm
crazy because last week I took Monday off, and I swear the week was like 9 days long. It was just horrible. It's like, when is this ever gonna end? But it's okay. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, welcome to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but with Keita and Kim. Let's get started. What we
Yeah,
gonna
let's
talk
go
about
ahead.
first?
Get it popping. Get it popping. We're gonna talk
We need
about
to get some of these sorry reality shows on out the way.
so put a ring on it and
Let's
then
ring it.
and then Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yes.
Death
Waste
and
of
boredom.
time.
And then
Death and boredom.
That's what
Damn.
I called it before. And then
Damn.
Power Book 2 Ghost.
Power Book 2. Let's get to it so we can get to Power Book 2.
Yeah.
What's your
All right.
thoughts on Put a Ring on It? Enough said.
I don't have anything. Okay. Okay, no, for real. So I like that Stacy picked up on it that Jasha was acting like he didn't care nothing about Joya's dates and stuff, but he was like "Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh," this time. So you could tell it was kind of getting to him because she was gushing about this guy. And so he was like, all right, simmer down.
Right. Right.
She picked up on
I
that.
told you I don't like the way that, well, I don't know if he feels the same way I do, but I do feel like she's trying to make him jealous, but that's not the point of this. The point is to understand what's going on, what's missing in your relationship, fix it, and so y'all can, have a future together. But
And see, I
she
didn't
just
see it that way. I saw it as this is the first time he actually felt threatened because she was not trying to make him jealous with this guy. I think she genuinely had a good date with this dude. And the way
she
she
went
was
out
talking
with
about it, you got it? What's the name?
Jacoby. You talking about Jacoby? Wait, who did she
No,
go out with again?
the guy with the flamingo painting.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I think
sorry.
she
Okay,
actually liked him. And so the way she was talking about
she
it was
did.
not coming
Everything
from
was
a
coincidental.
yeah, it wasn't coming from a place of, oh, I'm just trying to make you mad. It was genuinely, this was a nice day. Oh, I like this guy. And that's what Jasha was picking up on. Like, okay, time out. Dial it back a couple thousand. He's like, yeah, yeah, I don't hear all that. So I think that is cool. And Stacy picked up on it.
Last time that happened to me, it backfired so hard when I met a guy that I had the same reactions to. We were talking about things, and he was like, so everything was so the same. Oh, I remember this, and I like that, and this and that. And he even remembered he had seen me before and could remember when he had seen me. And I was like, we didn't even speak. So the fact that he remembered me from months and months and months prior, I was just like, that is so weird. So he really paid attention. Girl, turned out to be a real bad dude. Like, it was just so horrible. I was like, oh, why did we even meet?
She thought those
Because it was just,
coincidences meant something.
yeah, I thought it meant something. And then, yeah, then I met somebody else who's like, I like this like you. I like this like you. We even have the same birthmark. And I'm just like, okay, I've been
Nope, it
down this
didn't mean
road
anything.
before.
Yeah, it didn't mean shit.
Down this road before. I don't know if I want to go back down this road again. But yeah, so yeah, you're right. She was kind of excited about the coincidences, but I still don't think, I don't know. I don't know if they are a good fit. And even though he had a reaction, okay.
I don't
I
know
still
about the
don't.
fit part of it. I just know that this is the first time Jasha had something to maybe worry about, and it was coming out. Ricky and Catherine seem to be broken. She got a
They need
lot
to
of
take their friendship on and just stay friends. Cause
she got a lot of issues from her mama, who sounds like a Miss Wanda, and then her daddy. She didn't even know till she was what, 14.
14. And I'm sitting here going, but all you said about him was he went to the military. They don't have phones in the military.
I guess not. I guess he didn't want to be bothered. Look. Some dudes don't take
Lucy
care of their kids.
got some splaining to do. Like, I really did not understand the correlation between he had me young, he went to the military. That's it.
If that's the excuse, she accepted. You know what I'm saying? If she was like, oh, okay, you were stationed in Germany. They must not have phones in the 2000s. Because they're all young, right? Aren't they all in their 20s, 30s? Yeah. They had to
I
be
was
90s
like,
or 2000s. We had cell phones. We didn't have cell phones since the early 90s, early
yeah,
mid 90s.
or
Yeah.
I listen, I don't even remember. I just remember that page.
Hit me on my hip.
And then it was hit me on the sky tail, the next tail, hit me on the
And you get a page, and you got to take it off and look at, who is this calling? Who? Like, it's so important. Who is this?
And we actually knew phone numbers back then. Now
Yeah,
I
because
can't
you had to
tell
look
you
at the number, you
anybody's phone
recognize the number, and if they had a code on the end,
yeah,
that meant something too. Girl, yeah.
girl, yeah, the good old days, the good old days. But yeah, I was like, did they edit out a big part of this? Because I was so confused. She was like, I didn't meet him until I was 14. He went to the military.
I so did
And
not care nothing about that conversation. I don't remember her saying that. I don't care nothing about it.
the grandmother that was there, are we to assume that was his mother?
I assume so.
So where was she the whole time?
I don't know. You want to call Catherine up? Well, let me ask Stacey, text her. What happened to? No,
I don't know.
these people.
They edited too much out. We are just thoroughly confused about that whole scene. Like, it's too much missing. But I really feel like Catherine and Ricky, y'all just stay friends, because this can't be a relationship. It can't be.
She's a glorified babysitter.
That's what it is. He just gonna pay her hourly rate and call it a day.
Right. Because, yeah, she got a lot of issues. We haven't heard what his are. He's probably got some, but we aren't hearing about them. Everything just comes down to what's wrong with her. We done looked at her mama issues, her daddy issues, her living situation. She don't have a job other than, I think, babysitting. She living in her boyfriend's family home. Like, it's all, it's all like,
she ain't got no car.
Like, if she gets herself together, things will be better. That's just how it sounds. Ricky's not owning up to too much, other than he might get a little loud. But I wish he would get loud with me with that hair.
Looking like that. You know what? I finally figured out what he looks like. He looks like that. I don't know if she's a bug or some type of, I don't know what that is. A centipede.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. What is she? What is she? Oh, that's all I can remember. But that's what he looks.
Antennas. Yeah, she got the antennas. So dumb.
That's what she looks like to me. I'm just like, every time I see him, I go, what is that? Take it out.
Yeah. Ooh, I can sleep every day this time now. Yeah, so I don't know. And okay, so then Zay and what's her face?
Just Jasmine. Just break up now. Just break up now.
But her own mama is siding. Seemed like she's siding with him. Well, you are controlling. And then she proceeded to try to control her mama in the segment. Want to make her turn her bracelet around. I was like, you really couldn't
I
hold
was
it.
like,
Camera stop.
what are you doing?
I was
Stop
like,
it.
she couldn't even hold that till the cameras cut. Like for real.
It was like, it was
It was bugging her. She couldn't take it.
she couldn't get past it. But yeah, I don't. But the funniest scene in the whole show was when Jasmine said to her mom, or maybe this was during her interview, and she said that she liked an intelligent man.
I cannot take him seriously because he said music. And because he said, I need to do a better job of communicating. And I was like, I can't. If you communicate, I can't I can't talk to you. I'm sorry.
Maybe that's part of the problem.
Because he communicate. And he like listen to music.
Maybe that's part of the problem. Communicate.
Communicate. I was like, I can't. I'm done with this dude. It's just like the guy last week saying Catherine is articulate. No. You want to throw your remote out the window? No.
Wait, what was the word she kept saying? She wanted to get
Inclimated instead of acclimated.
Yes, inclimated.
That's what's hot. We make up words now.
I'm done with put a ring on it.
Yep. Good. I am.
Sucks. Okay. Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I hate that it sucks too. And I mean, I don't want it to get canceled since Stacey just got on there, but it's on its last legs, in my opinion.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, only because it seems like if you have gotten to the point where you need to be on that show, break up.
Yeah.
Because it's irreparable. Is that the right word? Irreparable.
Irreparable.
Okay, whatever. Yes, that one. Let it go.
Oh, there it is.
Because you're not gonna fix it. Just let it go.
It's not
this ain't for you.
It. Yeah, you know. It's like if you at the point where you got to make an ultimatum, you know, you already know what the answer is. Once you say it out loud, that's it. They just don't want to say it out loud because they know that's it. And I was kind of only half paying attention. What was Joya's sister telling her?
Well, the first thing is I was trying to figure out why you call your sister. Like, is that the only person that know you?
You're talking about family, but it was the family episode. So
yeah, I know.
Don't live there. I don't know. I don't know her story. I don't care.
She ain't got no phone either. Ain't
nobody got no phone. She can't call her mama and them. You know, it's usually your voice went out.
Oh,
no,
it's
back.
Hear me?
It's back.
Yeah. Oh, I was doing this. Ain't nobody got no phone. Okay. But she was just saying that she needed to make the best decision for her, whatever she wanted, and don't waste your time. If this is not where you want to be, then you need to make a decision. Yeah. She has some good advice, but she ain't gonna listen to it.
I mean, people are funny though, right? If they tell you things and they seem to be looking for advice, or they tell you what they're struggling with, if you don't tell them to do what they want to hear, right? They just gonna keep asking people until somebody tells them what they want to hear.
What they want to hear. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or or sometimes they'll say, if you don't agree with what they decided to do, then you're not being supportive. I just want you to support me. Yeah. And that's all. It all wraps up in it. Yeah, it all wraps up. Well, it all amounts to the same thing. You just want somebody to say, okay. Yeah. Whatever you mad about, okay, you should be mad about. Whatever happened, you right. You know, that's all they want to hear is you right. You right. And when somebody say they trying to make a decision, they already made it. They just don't. They just waiting to see how many people gonna agree with them. It don't have to take but one, but they just gotta. Girl, I deal with that all the time. I got a friend who will keep asking people's opinion until somebody tell her what she already wanted to do.
We all do it once. But anyway, I'm through with that.
Yeah, we do all do it, don't we? At least once.
At
Mhm.
least some of us hit our heads twice. But Love and Marriage Huntsville. Excuse me, Love and Marriage Huntsville. I know one thing about these women on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all need to stop going to the spa. It don't work out, and it never works out in y'all's favor. This is the second time they've gone to the spa, and it ends up in some arguing. The spa is supposed to be quiet.
It's supposed to be relaxing. You don't come out of there more tense than when you went in there. You did something wrong.
All the way wrong. Like basically, you gave away money.
You done paid somebody to get yourself mad.
Right.
You gave somebody money. You go, yeah. They really should. Okay. What is this? Episode 3, 4? 4 weeks of us saying this show needs to end.
It needs to end
I
immediately.
feel like that about this show more than any of the other ones. This one has run its course. They have nothing new to talk about. And well, I shouldn't say they have nothing new to talk about. They aren't talking about anything new. I'm sure there's other stuff going on in their lives, but they still rehashing old stuff. And I don't know why the fans would even want to keep hearing these same old arguments.
Actually, I have seen more and more lately on some of the fan pages that a lot of people agree that the show should just go off the air. Like, people are seriously tired of the same crap over and over and over.
Same, oh my goodness, the same argument. And I didn't even understand. I don't even want to understand because it's too old. They don't remember. They don't know what they're arguing about.
Right.
The conversation about the seminar. What is it they're trying to have? Some kind of expo?
It's an expo.
Yeah, she did keep saying expo. She did keep saying expo. Expo. We gotta leave her alone. She's taking
no, because she's saying one other word and I gotta say it.
What?
Execute.
She can't say X's, whole thing.
And it's funny because when I tried to write it phonetically the way she pronounces it, I struggle so hard. I'm just like,
you gotta put 8 S's.
How do you?
In it.
I kept going. Rewind. Rewind. Like what is she? Like
yeah, she got a speech impediment. She learned how to say words before she ever read them. I insist. And when people hear words and they don't read them, they never get it right. It's just how it sounds. You know, she got a thick tongue too. Country self.
Yeah, so yeah, they were talking about the expo, but she didn't have any plans. And even I was sitting there going, "Boo, who paying for this?"
We're not gonna charge people, and we're not gonna pay people. So I guess they were thinking they were gonna get a bunch of sponsors. They're gonna get a lot of sponsors.
No, she did not use the word sponsorship.
She didn't. I'm saying that that's
it.
Yeah, she hadn't thought it through, which is why Marceau don't take her seriously.
And Marceau, but he was trying to keep toasting, and I'm like, Kimmy, what are we toasting to?
What is this? Is this your event, and you just want to use our names to promote it, and you're not gonna pay us, and don't ask me my fee?
Well, they shouldn't ask Melody her fee, but
they should,
because she already said she wasn't trying to pay it, so why even go there?
If you really want to know, I will send you my rate.
An invoice.
As she said.
Excuse me. But it was that whole meeting was so pointless. And it took Kimmy to say, you were presenting an idea to the combat group.
About
the combat group. And I'm going...
about an idea. That's exactly the comeback group. Yeah, dummy.
I was I mean, let me tell you, the whole time I'm looking at this episode, I'm going,
what is this? What is this? What is this?
Yeah. Y'all getting paid for this? I should be getting paid for this.
I should be getting paid to watch this mess. We need to start getting some more people. Come on, join our podcast crew, like and subscribe. We need to be getting paid to talk about these knuckleheads,
because y'all are. Let me tell you, there's
yeah, they
some
wasting
words
our
I
time
want to
now.
use I should not use, but yeah. Yeah, so but Kimmy was so funny. She said the idea is neither new or original. Like she was really talking cash money shit about Tisha this episode. Like if Tisha go back and watch this one, she gonna be mad at
the
Kimmy.
reunion. She gonna be mad at the reunion. Like, well, what's all that slick shit you had to say? That's what she gonna be. She gonna be looking for Kimmy, and Kimmy ain't scared.
Money shit.
Kimmy ain't scared. She'll be ready for her. Kimmy has
so
0
Mel,
F's.
I did write it down. Mel is the one who mentioned sponsorships.
Mm-hmm.
So
They hadn't
that
even
whole
thought that
meeting
far
was
ahead.
pointless.
It was pointless. Yep.
But
And I
y'all
don't
went
know.
out and spent some money on a poster and a picture and put some words on it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where it stopped.
Which one? I mean, I don't know if Marceau is the idea person. And Tisha may have ideas, but she doesn't have the ways to execute it. So
I am no longer going to use the X. I'm going to say S for everything. Execute. Yeah. So yeah, it was a pointless meeting. It was pointless. Just like it was pointless for this guy Gino to talk to Marceau about his marriage to Tisha, and you could see it literally going in one ear and out the other. Like it was, Marceau don't care about that.
Mm-mm. And Tisha was all impressed. And it made her feel good to hear him repeating what Gino said. I don't want to hear it. Just do something different. Be different then. Let's see that part. Be different.
Words versus actions.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
I gotta figure out a way to mess those words up. Like Espo and what did I say? Execute. Kind of look at it. That's so horrible.
I wonder how she felt though. Like watching it back and seeing people talk about her speech impediment made her want to go get speech therapy. But I wonder, did she really feel like really stupid? Like, have people been laughing at me my whole life? You know, it took her being on the show to want to do something about it, which means that nobody has ever told her she was saying words wrong and she maybe had never heard herself. She has to feel terrible to be 40 years old and just now finding out that she sounds like an idiot. So I know I said that with a straight face, but
but do you really think that she just now finding that out? You really think she went through 4 years of college at an HBCU, mind you? I should just stop there. At an HBCU, and she just finding this out? Are you serious right now?
Yeah, because the HBCU is in Alabama.
Yeah, but everybody not from Alabama.
There's a lot of people there from Alabama. And they might all sound like her. Like a lot of people on the campus might sound like her. She might not have it.
We're going to move on.
I know, because I'm going to have all Alabama people mad at me. So let me...
I am going to save you from this conversation. Why was Mel talking like a child?
She said she had a sore
like
throat.
A baby. No.
She had just gotten over a cold and had lost her voice or something. That's what she said last week. And so this the next episode saying, you know, the spa was the same day. It was carried over from last week. I don't know when this meeting was.
Right.
How soon it was. I guess she didn't keep her voice. I don't know. Maybe that's her new thing.
So this is my last point, and I'm gonna move on. Well, 2 points. I wrote Sheree, and then I wrote so. Like, I really do not care anything about Sheree. I don't know her. I didn't watch that show. Don't care. So, but I will say this about Maurice and Marceau's dad. Did they say he had 27 kids by the age of, 8 kids by the age of 27? 8 kids by the age of 27. That's what they said. 8 kids.
I got a cousin that had 6 by the time she was 22, I think, something like that. Yeah. Chicago. People do what they do.
Maybe he went to the military and the phones were...
Yeah, well, he got a whole lot of women pregnant before he left.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam.
All at the same time. Girl, when they said that, I was like...
Say, what? Hold on, who?
Okay, I'm done. I don't have nothing else.
Yeah, the show's boring.
Yes.
Boring.
Wah, wah.
Power, 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 power.
A power book.
About power.
Yeah. So listen, to our viewership, if you have any other perspective on Put a Ring on It or Love and Marriage Huntsville, we would definitely be interested in hearing your take. What are we missing? Because they're horrible.
Yeah, we're not getting anything out of this show. It's not fun to watch. The arguments aren't interesting. Sometimes I like to watch when folks are getting into it on a show to try to see who's right, or trying to watch the dynamics of the argument, how things went the way they were, how people perceive what happened. These folks, I don't care, because they've been talking about the same thing. Look, we done dissected these situations 29 different ways. We're over it. So
maybe we should think about not talking about them until like the reunion.
The reunion? Maybe so.
Just a thought.
It's a thought. We'll see. We'll see what we're talking about next week. Might just be power.
Right.
Might be just power. It'd be a short podcast. Talk 15 minutes, be out. Yeah, but anyway, let's get into it. Power, power. They say this is a big rich town. I just happened to come up hard. Gotta get in the mood.
Yes.
Let me ask you, when the show is coming on, do you watch the intro? Does that help you get into it, or do you skip the intro?
I used to. Okay, so that's a funny question. I used to. Today I let it play because I was getting my computer stuff together, so I let it play. But normally I let it play for, the first stanza, like not that, just I don't let it go on. I just get to the going up the steps, and then I'll start watching it.
Oh.
Yeah. But when it first came on, that was like my hype music.
Yeah, I gotta hear it every time. And I gotta hear my favorite part. I'm an undercover liar. I lie under the covers.
Why you lying under the covers?
I love that line. I love that line. I lie under the covers. I like it. I don't know. Whatever he say. I like that part. So I listened to the whole thing and watched the kaleidoscope pictures.
You're really into it. I'm usually not
in the mood. That's why I was so high. You remember they changed the theme song that one year?
To the Trey song.
And everybody lost their mind. I know you didn't take Joe off. I know you didn't.
And it's so funny because I love me some Trey songs, but it was just it wasn't the same. It was not the same.
It messed up the whole mood of the episode. I was like, I don't want to watch it now with this old stupid song. We didn't have to do them like that.
So speaking of, let's jump right on in there and talk about what the hell. So what the hell moment was the guy who plays Theo. I do not like him. And I don't and so I did some research because I didn't do research the first time because I thought it was a part of the script that Davis told Theo that Saxe was coming and to send someone else for whatever reason, because I seriously have this issue about why Davis trusts Saxe so much. I don't understand that. I don't get it. But anyway, so I wind up having to look it up, and the reason why Redman is no longer on the episode is because he refused to get the vaccine. Really, dude?
All that power money. Mm-hmm. I mean, oh well.
So and then when I told you that, you said where the guy come from?
Mm-hmm.
Where
I was just like, they act like we didn't notice that they changed the whole actor. Like, that
right?
ain't Redman. What happened to Redman? So he won't get the vaccine, huh?
He wouldn't get the vaccine. I'm sitting here going, so what did they do? So one of my friends I was talking to, I thought it was you. So one of my friends I was talking to said, what they do? Go to the meal people and be like, hey, who can act right quick? Come here.
You talking about the craft services people?
You come here. Hey, come out.
Or pick up somebody that's outside the Home Depot, the day workers. You roll up in your truck.
Damn, you went there. At least I said craft services.
You did. Somebody already on the set. No,
Right.
they at Home Depot. Nobody even related to the TV industry. His acting is the worst.
Neither is the craft services.
Well, yeah, true. They just work there. They just serve food. But he is terrible.
Went all the way to the Home Depot. He is terrible. And I'm tired of looking at him, and it's so sad because Method Man and Redman were a duo, and so obviously there's some chemistry there. So they work well together anyway. So then when now you got
Sky. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So now you got craft services.
And
and it's messed up the whole chemistry.
Right. And I don't think we're gonna see him again. Like, they found a way to write him off.
I hope not. I hope they, wherever he goes after they have their little beer in the parking lot. Okay. I hope he just doesn't come back from there.
Well, he said he didn't want to hear from Davis again. So I'm hoping that means that he'll hold up his end of it. Right. That implies that he's not gonna reach out because he's telling Davis not to. So yay, we won't have to see him anymore. And they really only had him on there as a device to make Davis trust Saxe, because Saxe is the only one who knows that Davis really committed that crime. And his brother took the fall for him. So that's why he has to. Not necessarily that he really does trust Saxe, but he needs him.
So let's flip it. So why do you think Saxe volunteered to be the one who bribes the parole board member to get his brother off? Why did he volunteer that?
I guess because he knows him, and he knows he wants to keep Davis on the hook because he's still trying to get that file, the Whitman file, out his drawer. He's just trying to ingratiate himself to him any way he can, so that Davis will continue to think that he all right.
Yeah.
The Saxe's days seem to be numbered. Too many people finding out he a snake. Like, I don't know why they didn't know he was already.
But I'm sorry.
He already shows you his butt, but you don't believe it's red. Like, come on. Big old red butt baboon that already shows you.
But the saying goes that you can't out shyster a shyster, right? So why is Davis? I still don't understand why Davis hadn't been watching him as much as he should, as much of a shyster as Davis is.
I think because he's too focused on his brother. He's not thinking clearly when it comes to his brother because he got all that guilt built up, and his brother's dying of cancer, and that's all he was consumed with. And trying to keep his own self out of jail. So, I mean,
Yeah.
on a minimal level, it works, but it's a reach. It's a reach. It was just, as I said, a device to get Davis more in the shit and to have something for Davis and Sachs to do.
I guess. I just it bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
It
A lot
bothers
about
me.
this season bothers me. They just randomly say Noma once an episode just so we remember, oh yeah, they are selling drugs for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, she only
I told
shows
you I
up
didn't like that.
every 2 or 3 weeks, but they just say her name every episode.
Yeah,
So,
but I told you I did not like that addition to this story. I just
yeah. And then we barely see her. We see her little man, her right-hand man, more than we even see her. It's just it's an annoying storyline.
yeah, it is. It is. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know that I think that of all the things that annoy me the most, I just don't understand why Davis is so clueless when it comes to sex, and knowing all of the shit sex has done
Been doing,
illegally.
stay doing. As the
Yeah,
boy says, Stack stay doing. He stay in
yeah.
some nonsense. Yeah. Okay, so that's Saxon Davis. What about I do like when they bring Tate back. He's just adorable. And
I like Lorenz Tate anyway.
yeah, with his pretty teeth. He always finds a way to call somebody nigga though. It cracks me up. And I just be like,
Yes.
now what I didn't like is when Kane told Braden, you won too, and Braden was like, dope. I was like, who wrote this? Remember when Monet was
But
like,
that's
y'all,
all he wanted.
she was
But
like,
that's what
y'all
he
get
wanted.
out of here. And she said, y'all ends, get out of here. I don't already said the word once, but I ain't gonna say it again. She was like, y'all ends, get out of here. And Kane was like, come on, that's you too. And he was like, ooh, dope. What? No.
But that's what he wants. That's what he's
First of
working
all, I don't like when
towards.
people use it with white folks. I don't want them calling them that. I don't want them thinking they can say it. Just no. I didn't like it. I like when Tate say it. I like when Tate say it. He's funny. But don't call.
Oh, Tate is the only one who can say it. Okay, got you. Noted.
No, and I don't like if he says it to white people. I like when he says it like when he's talking to Tariq, because he begin Tariq all the way together. Like, come on.
Anyway, I can't be seen with you. That was so funny.
I like Tate.
I was just like, Lorenz Tate knows he is a good actor. Like he is one of my faves. He is definitely one of my faves.
I respect him. I wouldn't put him in my faves because to me he's the same character and everything. I think he's the same guy. But
really?
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like acting.
Even
He
when
seems
he
like he's
played
being himself.
Frankie, what was his name? Avalon? What was his name? Frankie, what was his name?
I know who you're talking about, the singer. Yeah,
The singer.
I think he mostly just plays himself in everything that he's in. I mean, I like him. I do. But he ain't one of my faves. I ain't trying to bash your boy. You just said he was one of your faves.
Yeah, yeah.
One of my faves is Giancarlo Esposito. I love him to pieces. Everything he's in and what he.
That's
I
so
thought we were talking about
random.
favorite actors. I'm sorry. We can move on back to Power.
It was so random. It was just so. And who is he?
You watched The Mandalorian? The black guy. You saw School Days. Big Brother Dean, Big Brother Almighty.
Oh, you said one. That's how you
Giancarlo.
pronounce that.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes,
but no
he's
X.
Big Brother Almighty. He don't have a name.
Dean, Big Brother Almighty.
He doesn't have a name. Oh, I think I said
You talk more
Giancarlo. I
shit
don't know how
than
you
a little bit.
pronounce it. And he's one of your faves?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't watch Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad? Oh man, you missing some
weird.
good acting. No, that man can act.
I'm not.
Jeffrey Wright can act. Don Cheadle.
Jeffrey Wright was in
Westworld.
You saw my lips. I was trying to.
I spit it out for you. Yeah,
What
Steve was
the?
doing a damn
Yeah.
thing in there. That one episode where he powered down, I was like, oh, that man can act. That man can act.
Yeah, Westworld was good as hell until it.
Until the
Not
end.
this last season because I didn't watch it,
I didn't
but
watch
the
that
the
one. Yeah,
season
the one before
before,
that.
I was
Yeah,
just
yep.
like,
Ditto.
y'all on some other shit. That's some
Yeah.
meth. Y'all
Y'all done
switch
went
from
too far. Now
cocaine
y'all
to
done went too
meth.
far.
I can't relate to none of this shit now.
Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad.
Leave that shit alone. Okay, back to the
Back to
Power Book
power.
2.
Back to power.
So
Okay,
Kane
so
has some zingers. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
oh
ahead.
yeah, go ahead. Zane. Kane has some
Kane.
singers. I hate the
Yeah,
way Monet treats him though. She treats him like he's a big old dummy. She
she
disrespects him
does.
all the time. She insults him every chance she gets. Every time they're in a scene together, she insults him, and it gets on my nerves. She
Mm.
doesn't talk to any of her other kids. Well, she don't really have a whole lot of
She
holler.
did to Drew this last
Yeah,
time.
she did. She's the worst mother on TV. Like next to you don't watch Snowfall, but Sissy on Snowfall is probably the worst, and I will put Monet second. And Florida Evans is always gonna be up there because she's self-righteous, stuck in the ghetto.
You done went all the way back to the 70s.
Black TV moms, yeah. Yeah. Some of them be
Is it
terrible.
really Florida or was it Janet Jackson's mom that was the worst?
No, Florida, because every time they had a chance to get out the ghetto, she would stop it on some old self-righteous bullshit that didn't mean anything. Oh yeah, she was awful. If they found $1 million, she would make them give it back. That heifer was the worst. I just couldn't stand her.
This is a total sidebar, and you're gonna laugh your ass off. Okay, no, I'm gonna tell you something. You ready? I didn't like Good Times. Didn't really watch it, but the reason is going to make you fall out of your chair. I got tired of them talking about oatmeal. I was like, why do y'all eat oatmeal so much? It was like they never had money for food.
They didn't. That was the premise of the show.
Right, but
they broke as fuck. That's what the show is.
I know, but they kept talking about oatmeal. It was like the cat food, the oatmeal. It was like, come on, stop. It annoyed me. I was like,
I don't remember nothing about no oatmeal. What I didn't like is that I didn't like that they kept trying to act like JJ was a sex symbol. I was like, y'all need to stop that. They would have little girls in love with him. Janet Jackson was in love with him. Yeah. And other women, and he would be like, hey, throwing up his omega hooks or whatever.
Yes. I just didn't like the show. I did not like the show. I didn't watch it.
It was frustrating to me. It was just
and the struggle. It was the struggle, and it was like, it was just.
We supposed to be laughing about Black folks in the projects. Good time. Yeah. It's one of those I don't really watch. I don't really watch it.
Yeah.
I liked Sanford and Son. They were broken and
didn't watch it. Didn't watch it. I didn't like it. I did not like it.
I didn't like how disrespectful Lamont was to his father. We are way
I would not know.
Topic. We are
That's your fault. It's your fault.
We off on a tangent like some serious.
So Kane called Braden Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Then he told Tariq. He told Monet that Tariq was mad at them because old girl had killed his wire wearing bitch. And
his
then
wire
Monet gonna say, you mad because they killed your wife?
You done acting like a bitch? Crying over your wire wearing bitch? Yeah, they had no.
Wait, but I can't even say it fast like they did. They said wire wearing like it's like an actual word. Wire wearing, and I'm going
wire wearing bitch.
Your wire wearing bitch.
They had no remorse. They just like, oh, your girlfriend dead. She was murdered. Oh, okay. You still crying about it? You still mad? Monet don't care about somebody getting dead. She don't care.
She really doesn't. She really doesn't care.
She done got how many folks killed this season? She is a trip. Either killed herself or got them killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So they get to the club to meet up with Kai, right? The three of them, Drew, Monet, and Kane, this scene bugged me. They walk in the door, and then Monet turns around and tells Drew, go wait in the car. You couldn't say that while y'all was still in the car? I don't know why that bugged me so bad. I was like, this scene is dumb.
Totally thought you were gonna say something else, but yeah, she waits till they get to the door, and she's like, "Not you."
Yeah, she could have said in the car, "Okay, you wait here. Kane and I gotta go in." Da, 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 da. Yeah,
but Kane didn't go in either.
But she made Drew go get back in the car. She like, no, you go way back in the car. Kane, she did tell him what she was. Well, kind of told him what she was up to. She was just like, just follow my lead. I guess follow my lead is come in and kill him if I start.
Because Kane actually knows, what she did, and he knows way more than Drew. So anything Monet does, Kane is just like, let me just go on, fall back, because
he know what time it is. He know his mama grimy, and it makes me think about the fact that 50 Cent really has some mommy issues. The dirty ass drug dealing mama who kind of love her kids, but just barely.
She
a running theme in this show.
She loved the oldest one.
She didn't even have him for 20 something years. No, she was pretending that was her nephew. They just wanted to give her a reason to be sad and mope around. I'm saying she loved him the best that her sorry ass could. That's what I'm saying. And 50 Cent's mother was a drug dealer. And so I'm saying that he's
I don't know
dealing with his mommy issues in each of these shows. So that's all I'm saying. Like, he needs to go ahead on, get some therapy, figure that out, and write a new character.
But Mary playing the hell out of that character, though.
Is she though?
She is.
Her acting is a little suspect too. Everything is just, boy, you better do this, dude. What?
But they are in New York.
She just be on there being Mary J. Blige to me. She don't seem like she acting either. She just being Mary. Like, at any moment they put on some music, she gonna start doing her falling dance.
I'm done with you.
I just be waiting on her to be like, fine. Ooh. I hate that song. Good morning, gorgeous.
Something wrong with you. What's in that cup? Give me some.
Water. I guess my water. My 32 ounce. Oh, it goes away. 32 ounces.
I still can't see what's in it.
I know. It's just water.
Do this.
It's water.
Okay, fine.
You just said.
Okay, what else did we? Light skin Keisha.
Light skin. You've been talking about her ass for weeks, and they finally had her rap. I said, "Now look."
Period.
Light skin. That's easier to remember than Bruchandria.
I cannot. By the way,
I did that on purpose.
She changed. By the way, I think she's hearing us talk about her name because she changed it on the Zoom.
Shut up.
No lie. I meant to tell you that. She changed it on the Zoom. And
I'm not going to comment further.
You have to use your whole throat to say that girl's name. So what is it? What is it?
Bruchandria. Okay, we got
sorry.
Because you're gonna mess around and say it for real to that person. So
light skin
Keisha.
No.
Keisha.
Yeah, light-skinned Keisha finally got it. And I've been calling her light-skinned Keisha the whole time. I never even attempted to call her like
I watched it with the captions on
you gotta hold your throat when
to
you
see how to spell it. I was just like, what? Oh, okay.
that shit.
Who came up with it? Did they just throw letters at the wall in the writer's room? Okay, that's a B. That was a. You silly today.
I'm literally drinking water, but
I
don't
am
know about
literally
you.
drinking water.
I don't know what you drink. But you have to use your whole throat to say that girl name. But anyway, yeah, she finally got a chance to rap, and everybody enjoyed her on stage and everything. And yeah, and period. And then Salim Ashe got up there.
We all knew something was up with him. Kane called it. I knew he was fake too. I was like, I'm with him on that.
Fake. What is hamburger needing
Trevor
ass?
Nelson. Trevor Nelson with his white parents
Nelson.
and his
With his trust fund.
equestrian awards or whatever. Girl, yeah. He out here fronting like he, Brother Hotep.
And Di said, you don't need to be worried about who I'm fucking. I was like, my.
He might want to be worried because she got off of him and got up on Tariq like 15 minutes later. I think I might have some concerns. We might need to have a couple of conversations about it.
Yeah, because somebody didn't have a bath.
See, now she all liberated. Yeah, Diana, something else.
But then what was funny was her negotiation skills when she busted him. I guess that was the extent of what she could do, which is tell him to fall back from some hours and give somebody else the hours
and pay her more
and give her a raise, because I work hard.
Like, you gonna keep working there? Like, that's what you're gonna do?
She ain't gonna keep working nowhere now because she in jail.
Exactly. They've been doing the rooftop game for how long? She goes up there, what, 2 episodes?
Well, it wasn't one time because she had stole Tariq's money before, so she's been up on that roof before. So yeah, I mean, not money but drugs. She stole the drugs before, but yeah. So she obviously don't know how to check her surroundings, but Effie does. Effie was like,
Effie looked dead in the camera.
Dead at the camera, like.
Like that episode. Yes, grandmama, this is Robert. Boondocks. R. Kelly answered the phone during sex. Hey, grandmama, this is Robert. My social security number is right. Dead in that camera, like ding. And you ain't got no other reason. I mean, she didn't do anything. She had sense enough not to open the lockbox or whatever. But what else you on the rooftop for? And why you go look at the camera, then walk and turn around and walk away? So it's guilty looking. If the police see you, if there's a police barricade and you are coming up on it and turn around to leave, they can come and arrest you. They can come and pull you over for suspicion, for cause, because they think you're trying to avoid the barricade, which means you must be up to something. So I'm just saying it's the same kind of logic. Anyway.
Yeah, but if she'd have just bypassed it and waited a few minutes, like she was waiting on someone, then it would have been different. But the fact that she looked up and turned around.
Yeah, it looked suspicious.
It was like, you really were up there up to no good. Don't you know no good? Yeah, she.
We got all kind of side references.
That's what you do. That's what you do. You do that all the time.
I know. We got all kind of side references today. Like, you taking my job. Cut it out.
Sorry. What was I thinking? But classic Kimberlyism is when Jenny, Blanca, and this guy they brought out of the blue now, who they tasked to go and look for some evidence of some drugs at the, what is it?
At Weston
Holdings. And he happened to find a cup
that still had drugs.
That still had the drugs in it. So obviously that person really wanted some coffee. And then they're back at the ranch. They're back in the office, and then they're mad because Tate knows something they don't. Baby, do you know how many times that has happened to me? How the hell do she know something before I know something? I had flashbacks. I was like, boy, y'all know y'all be mad.
Oh, you want to tell? You want to spill the tea? Who was mad because you knew something before them?
My former supervisor. This was 1,002 years ago. And I knew something before he did. And I went to tell him about it because, you know, in the line of succession, you're supposed to tell your supervisor, and then they go and tell the big boss. And because even though I wrote all of the media, the media communications, you know, for when they would go on camera, I would write all of their notes. But so I'm getting ready to go and write the notes, and I'm saying to him, okay, you need to go and tell old boy that we about to be on the news. Did I say, you heard what I said? We about to be on the news. So it was serious, right? So I go back to my office, which was next door, walls paper thin. I hear him pick up the phone. You know, we actually used phones that had cords back in the day. Who the fuck is she, and how does she know this information before I do? And I'm looking at the wall. I'm because he right there on the other side of the wall. I'm looking at the wall. What?
He talking about you, and you hearing it.
Talking about me, and I can hear it in the wall.
Did you say, I can hear you?
No, I didn't. Oh. No, I didn't. I don't know what all I remember is saying to him, damn, like, what the hell is the issue? And then of course, now it makes it worse because now I heard him and he know I heard him. But I was just like, damn, really? People like really do that? They like, the only people that knew the information was me and him and the person I got the information from, which was my counterpart in the other place. I'll just say place. And I'm sitting here going, you didn't even have to tell the person that you didn't know the information first. But now you're telling everybody that I knew the information before you.
Throwing me under the bus. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, and I had a major flashback when I saw Jenny and Blanca, and we don't even know that dude's name.
Blanca?
I said the dude.
Oh, you back to power. I was like, you worked with somebody named Blanca? I'm sorry.
No, Jenny, Blanca, and dude.
And the dude.
They just in there. Who the hell Tate know that he could get the Russians and we don't know? What?
First of all, nobody even knows they're doing this little task force. So who was supposed to tell you? Dummy. Yeah, it didn't make any sense. Yeah.
So funny though. It's just, man, listen.
Just indignant. How he
know something I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes,
how he know something I don't know. All indignant.
Who are you to know something I don't know?
I don't know.
And I'm sure there was some choice other words in that phone that I couldn't hear because I know who he called. That has said some very derogatory racial things. Yeah. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit back and take notes. Yeah, that was one of them
Wow.
jobs I walked out on. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's really interesting that Jenny and them are all, you know, in an uproar. Lauren has a phone. She in there calling all over creation. She leaving the safe house, seem like whenever she damn feel like it. And they worried about what Tate know. You don't even know what's happening in your own safe house.
Well,
She's
let's take it a step further.
in the damn Fed building, in the DEA building. Like y'all don't know shit, apparently.
Nothing.
Shit
And
about
and that dude gave his hat and badge and jacket up so fast. I was like, damn, how much money did he get?
it looked like a nice little stack though. It looked like a nice little
Yeah, but he didn't
not.
throw. He didn't.
It could have been all
through
singles.
It could have been all singles for all he know. He just was like, "Shit, here you go!" Like,
and whatever it was more than
get
what
home making it rain. Yeah, but let's take this. Let's take this a step further. So let's go, as my former boss used to say. Let's take it to the higher level.
Okay.
Why the hell are these people concentrating so hard on a child?
I've been saying that. That's what Sachs was saying.
No other crime in New York. Absolutely nothing else going on in Midtown. And
that's what Sachs was saying. I think first or second episode, he was like, "Why are y'all so obsessed with Tariq? They obsessed
he the
with
one
boy.
He can't talk. He was obsessed with Ghost.
He was.
So, I mean,
but now Tariq knows that Sachs is a double
child. This boy's still in his teen. He got teen after his age.
I was wondering how old he's supposed to be now. I thought he was still probably 19, 18, 19.
Yeah, 19. He only been in college.
I mean, he the only thinker, too. You heard what Monet said.
Yeah.
Like all her kids, some lumps on the log. Diana's in the same college, taking the same classes as Tariq, and she's still like, You know, enough of her. What you got to say, Tariq?
Go on, get. Let me talk to somebody with some sense.
With some sense.
Yeah, it's just so funny to me that this whole premise of the premise of this entire show is to get at a child.
Yeah, but the whole show is focused on this child.
You how ridiculous this shit is.
His mama was relying on him to take care of her. His grandmother, his sister, everybody relies on this teenager
to
save them. Mm-hmm. And then if he don't save them, then they act like he the devil and he gotta die.
Yeah, it's hilarious. When you really sit back and think about what this show is about, all you can do is shake your head.
Did you ever see the movie Fresh?
No.
What about The Wood?
Yes.
That's what that guy was in. It kept bugging me, this guy Kai.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I had looked it up.
But he was also in that movie Fresh. And in the movie Fresh, he was a little kid who had to like outthink a whole bunch of adults to get himself out of some trouble in the drug game in the neighborhood. So I thought it was pretty interesting that he ends up on a show. Kind of the same kind of
situation. Same thing. Yeah, I remember him from The Wood. I don't think that I've ever seen him in anything else but The Wood.
Fresh was good though. That's the first thing I saw him. He was a little kid. He was good.
How long ago was that? The 70s?
90s.
He's not even that old. He's not
90s
even that
for sure
old.
Though. I ain't going back to the 70s on everything. Shut up.
That's what it seemed like. So what do you think about Braden finding out that his family's business is a Ponzi scheme?
The drug dealer Braden? Yeah, they all criminals, and they like, well, you a street criminal. Oh, but you're a Wall Street criminal. Like, what difference does it make?
Well, apparently, it's levels to that.
There are levels to it because white collar crime doesn't get prosecuted the same way. Like the uncle was saying, my jail is gonna be nicer than yours, or my prison is gonna be nicer than yours. Yeah,
correct. Correct.
That's the
But the fact that you said my prison is gonna be nicer than yours, that's a whole nother situation we need to deal with.
yeah, because it's different federal prison versus
I know, but
state
just
prison.
why you said it though? He said it. He said
He
it out
did say
loud.
it. He said it because he knows that white collar crime is not considered the same as like drug dealing.
And he'll
You
be
can
had
see how the
how long,
police
how
treat him.
long did Martha Stewart stay in? About 10, 11 months or something? How long did she serve? 8, 9, 10, 11 months? I don't remember.
I thought it was I thought it was a few years, no?
Was it? It seemed like it was like a few months. Wow. But that, yeah, it was funny. And then he was mad because what's the girl name? The black girl that
Nope,
he's
she did
having
5
sex with.
months.
Damn, I was wrong.
She
5
was
months.
too.
Yeah, so that's what
5 months in
Uncle.
prison, 5 months of house arrest, and 2 years of probation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so 5 months. That's it.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that's what his uncle is saying. I ain't gonna serve nothing but 5 months. Yeah, so then Braden found out that the girl knew the girl that
Kiki.
he's having sex with, Kiki. Yeah, she knew all along. He was like, you knew. Braden is always the last to know everything.
We didn't trust her no way. Well, I didn't. It's just actually what no, I shouldn't say I didn't trust her. I just wasn't paying her much attention. I was trying to figure out what her point was, and I guess this was her point. But who cares? At the end of the day, like she wasn't an important character. She could get run over tomorrow and we wouldn't notice. We wouldn't miss her character. She doesn't do
No, we
anything.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
We wouldn't miss it. We wouldn't miss it.
So
So
yeah, it was just kind of weird how he just kind of stumbled into this little secret room and all of that. Yeah. The writers they're doing a little reaching. They're doing actually a lot of reaching this season. It feels like
yeah, because I'm like, why would he be in the power room, the electrical room, whatever?
just because the power went out. The rich white boy whose name is on the building ain't the one investigating the power outage. No, that's not what we doing.
I won't even put printer paper in the printer. That I ain't go to school for that.
I don't replace the staples, none of that kind of stuff. Like I go get the admin. We out of
That lady
paper.
at my job used to hate me. I'd be like, the
The,
printer out of
the
paper.
printer out of paper. I do the same thing. Be like, this saying the toner low. We need some toner.
I ain't go to school for that.
Yeah, I mean, we got job descriptions, and that's not in mine. That's literally what the administrative assistant does, is that kind of stuff. So why would I do her job? She ain't doing mine. Shit.
Right.
She cool. We real cool. But I don't want to take nothing from her. She on her net.
But the printer out of seriously. The printer.
Yeah. And
I gotta print this shit
and the
off.
automatic stapler need more staples. Are you gonna be able to do that? Because I kind of have a class. Are you
busy now?
Oh, okay. Because it looked
I
like
used
you were
to
just
do
on the
that. She
phone.
hated me for that. She
Because
hated
it looked
me
like
for
you're
that
just on the
shit.
phone. I was just wondering, could you? No, no, I'm gonna stop. No, I
Like,
don't do her like that. I don't do her like that. You so crazy. All
I be
right.
like, yeah, come here. Let me show you something. What this mean?
Oh, it mean more paper? Could you do that? Could you?
Well, since you
Since you're here.
since you
But why do they always have a separate set of books? People don't just keep that like in their hair. It seemed like you just wouldn't write down your scheme
well,
in a
you do have
ledger
to
book.
keep up with how much money you are claiming versus how much you do have to write down the claiming versus the actual, right? How else are you going to keep up with it? And those types of businesses are transactional, so it's like they will have to have some books for that, for each account.
And they keeping them like for real still in ledger books, like actual books, not on a disc somewhere that somebody can't just stumble across.
Well, but see, that's
Like they wouldn't have it on an air gapped laptop or something.
right. That's the dig of this whole challenging our intelligence.
That's what I'm saying. They actually have books. Like,
versus so
look.
wait, take me back to last week when I took my laptop to Apple and I was like, hold up. You have got to get in my computer because I need these 2 or 3 files. I like absolutely I don't care if anything else gone. I need these 3 files. And the guy was like, you ain't put that in your Google Drive? And I was like, oh.
I think I said the same thing to you. I was like, you don't.
But I don't use it. Like, I don't. The only time I use Google Drive is when I'm doing something with other people. But for my personal stuff, no, ain't nothing on it. Ain't nothing on the Google Drive. So yeah, and he was just like,
I mean,
I was like, oh yeah, I do have one of those. Actually, I have 3 Google Drives, but that's
I got
another
an
story.
external hard drive too.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah, so
terabyte.
yeah, but yeah, I started to buy one, but I was like, man, I'll get it later. I'm not in a hurry because I got to get stuff off of my very old computer that I still have that I need to get stuff off of. But yeah, it goes back to when we first started doing this podcast, and I was super, super cerebral about everything. And I was like, come on, stop challenging my intelligence. We have computers now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah. I think I've become a little bit better and more relaxed since we've been doing this. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's one of those challenging our intelligence types of situations. Like, why aren't they using a computer? Because he wouldn't have found anything.
Password protected or something.
Yeah. Locked down. You have to use
in a
eyeballs.
Safe. It should be in a
handprint.
But Clean got sense enough to put stuff locked up. Well, he just keeps letting Sax see him go in the lock thing. But yeah,
he gonna go in there. Saxon took all his money.
It's he's so loosey goosey with Sax. But that's back to what you were saying at the beginning. What else? So Monet, the walls are closing in on her. I don't see her making it out of this season. She has done all her kids so dirty, especially Drew. She done got his boyfriend to kill her husband, and now Drew done killed his boyfriend because of her. It's just too much. It's too much. I mean, their relationship was doomed anyway, because you can't stay with somebody you done killed his daddy. You can't be, loving him.
Well, but they killed his daddy, and now he done killed their daddy. So that's just the way the world works.
That's true. That's true. But Drew didn't do it himself. He didn't kill that boy's.
But he knew. He knew about it. He knew.
But Gordo physically killed his father. Yeah. Yeah. But he did know. He did know. They had too many secrets. They were doomed. And they knew we had enough watching him lay up with him. So that was it was time for that to end.
That was just too much. It was.
Yeah, but she had enough time to snatch Kai's phone, which apparently wasn't locked.
That wasn't Kai's phone. That was her burner.
No, she took his phone, put the message in there, and then put it back on him, and then she told the boys, check his phone.
You missed
it. She didn't text. She took his phone and put that text in there so that when her boys saw it, they would see that he was in on it. She said, see this motherfucker? Yeah. Why would it be her phone?
Because she was communicating with Gordo. Kai wasn't communicating with Gordo.
He wasn't. She took Kai's phone and put the fake text in there to make it look like it was coming from Kai to Gordo. But she didn't know it was Gordo. I mean, they didn't know it was Gordo because it was a burner phone.
It's a burner phone, but it was her burner phone. Hence why Drew texted on the way. I'm on the way. He was texting Monet, not Kai. Why would he text Kai, I'm on the way? Watch the scene again, and we'll talk about it again. Watch it again. We'll put it on hold. We'll put a pin in it, and we'll come back to it. But yeah, it was Monet's burner. But
I guess so. That makes sense. That I just knew that she set him up.
It was Monet's burner. She took it. I guess you was looking down. You missed that part. So she
I
took it
thought
out of
she took
her.
it. I think she took it out of his pocket. Okay.
She took it out of her pocket, texted, and put it in his pocket. And
Okay.
then when Drew came in, she took it out of his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she had to use her own phone to text. When do you want to meet?
Yeah, she said they know the Russians didn't do it. We need to meet. And he said, I'm on. No, he said, when do you want to meet? And then no, he did. The response was, when do you want to meet? And then Drew texts back later, I'm on my way. And then it buzzed
To
in the
Monet's
apartment.
phone. Yes.
Yeah, but he
See,
thought he
I
was
think you.
texting Kai.
No, why would Drew text
Not Kai. He
Kai?
thought he was texting back whoever Kai was talking to. Drew didn't think he was texting Monet.
Right. He did not think he was texting Monet, but he was
But
texting
they didn't know
Monet's
who
burner.
Kai was dealing with. That's why Monet was telling him, you got to go meet this person, find out who it is. Da, da, da.
So watch it again.
I'm not. I'm gonna take your word for it.
Well, no, the reason why I say that is because
I'm not. But I'm not.
Drew, in his haste to deduce that Gordo was the one who killed his father. He didn't think, okay, wait a minute, I was texting Monet's phone.
No, he didn't think he was texting Monet's phone. He thought he was texting the person that Kai
burner.
No, he didn't think it was
Monet's. That's why I say
burner.
you need to go back and look again.
No, Kai, no.
Yes.
She pretended like she was taking the phone out of Kai's pocket. So Drew thought that was Kai's phone, and that Kai and whoever this mystery person was were arranging to meet. And so Drew was pretending to be texting that person. I'm on my way. So he pretended to still have Kai's phone. This person doesn't know that Kai's dead. But Drew didn't think it was Monet's burner. He thought it was the mystery person.
That's what I'm saying.
Burner.
That's what I'm saying.
Boner.
I missed it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, when is he going to put 2 and 2 together?
He can't put 2 and 2 together because he thinks that Gordo is the one that Kai was talking to. Monet ain't in the picture.
Yeah, no. I think you need to go back and watch.
I'm not.
Again.
Look, I got too much shit to do to be sitting up watching these shows 80 times in a row.
Did nobody tell you to have all of your schedules in the same week? So anyway, we'll come back to that one because it'll be interesting.
I'll let you have that. And if you right, I'm gonna say, oh, you was right, and I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it.
Definitely not. Okay. Definitely not.
I think it's terrible that he had to kill his boo. He was all sad about it. The guy he been in love with for 3 days. Because he spent the first half of the season crying over the basketball player.
Right.
So, whatever, Drew. Whatever, boy. But Monet ain't shit for that. She ain't shit for that.
Monet said, I bet. Because remember, Gordo threatened her in the beginning of the show. Monet was like, I
got something for you.
Bet. Hold that thought.
Yeah. So I think, I think it will come out just because she's done too much dirt. Like, she killed the policeman. I don't think she's gonna get away with that. And then the fact that she had her own husband killed. The only person now who knows for sure is Kane. He's the only one still alive that knows that she had.
Kane was so funny when she pulled that bird when Drew and tossed it to Drew. Kane was like damn, bitch, she got so much on my sleeve he can't even keep up.
He can't. Plus, he the dummy of the family anyway, so he probably 2 steps behind all the time. By the time he catch up, it's time for somebody to die anyway. So, but I like Kane. Yeah,
Kane paid Effie's tuition. What you think about that?
Nothing. I already know he in love with her. He been in love with her. He been
He's
giving her the
in,
soft eyes and everything. So
he's
he's
definitely in love with her.
and she's softening towards him because he's showing her some attention while Tyreek is treating her like crap. So they'll be sleeping together by the next episode or the one after that.
Yeah, because Kane had well, he did have, he had a fucking interest. He didn't have no love interest,
This is the first time we seeing him have some kind of feelings for somebody.
feelings. Yeah.
So yeah. But unfortunately, she's still in love with Tariq. So at some point.
But so is Diana.
Well, I told you it ain't a female at Stansfield that ain't in love with Tariq, apparently. But
everybody wants to read. So just pay your turn. Yeah. So yeah, that was So then the way the show ended was the feds bust in their house, which I think is so stupid and extreme. I do not understand that the reason why you couldn't ring the doorbell and them come to the door. I never understand that. Because my thing is you don't know. Okay, two things. Let's say you did know where they were in the house, right? And if somebody busting in my door, the first thing I'm gonna do is run get my stuff and be ready for you, which they didn't, because I guess they were too busy talking and laughing. But that just shows they didn't have no alarm on their door. But anyway, I never get that. I don't get that. The second thing
that's how Breonna Taylor got killed.
Right. The second thing is that if they did ring the doorbell, they wouldn't be that suspicious. Like who's standing up going, go get your shit, now answer the door? Like, somebody rang the doorbell. Who's trying to kill you ringing the doorbell?
They should look first, but I mean, that's the difference between how they treat white collar criminals and street criminals. The white collar criminals, they ring the doorbell and
take them to Burger King.
Or they call their attorney and tell them to have their client
to have them
turn themselves in at the station. They don't call the drug dealers and be like, okay, could you come and turn yourself in tomorrow? No, they want to kill them. You understand why they don't ring the bell. You understand why they have no knock warrants. It's because they want to kill them. They want to murder us every chance they get. Now we don't usually get political and all of that on here, but I mean, racism is racism.
It's real. It is real. It's definitely real. It never makes sense to me. And like you said, that's exactly how they got Breonna Taylor, and she was innocent in the whole situation. Just like that boy sitting in his chair eating his ice cream, and that lady killed him.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
You in the wrong apartment. She was in the wrong apartment.
Yep, and shot him like he was doing something wrong. He minded his own damn business. Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend was asleep.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I just you think, I mean, I know this is a show, but you think they will learn their lesson by now, that they aren't always right. And a lot of these shows that we watch show the police, whether it's the DEA or the FBI or whoever, they do not get shown in the best light.
They don't, unless the show is about them.
Right. So it just makes no sense that they don't try to make it better and improve what we see. To me, it just makes it worse because they're still doing the same dumb crap. So but
to me it seems like if the media keeps showing you all doing the dirt you do, seem like you do things differently. Right, but they ain't changing.
Nope.
And the drug dealers, you would think that as many movies, there are movies that glamorize that life, but the drug dealers usually die at the end of the movie. Like, y'all don't see a pattern here. Y'all don't see where this is going.
Pattern.
Y'all don't see where this is going. Yeah. So
I mean, it's crazy. So they broke in there and got her up from her dinner and arrested her.
Yep.
Now it'll be interesting. I don't know how she gonna get out of that because clearly they got a picture of her and then they went in the thing to see what she put in there
And they
and
have the
got out
actual
what she.
drugs.
Yeah, and it definitely has her fingerprints
Probably
on
has
it.
her
So
fingerprints on it.
so unlike Lauren, stupido. So so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how she gonna get out of this. I don't know. So only thing I can come up with is that they're gonna try to use her to catch Tariq. Because
Probably.
remember, it's all about Tariq,
It's
the
all about
teenager,
Tariq. That's who they want, and that's what they always do is go after somebody to
the
get at
bigger
them.
fish.
hmm
So yeah, but Poe die, but at least she got a swerve on a couple of times. She won't go in there a virgin.
You know, tickled yourself with that one. Huh? What'd you think
I'm
about them
too,
sending
I'm
the
too
dude?
pretty to go to jail. I can't do it.
What'd you think about the dude head in the box? They took his head to the Russian in the cooler.
Oh, Kai. It was Kai.
Yeah.
So that was their peace offering to the Russian. Yeah.
Think it's gonna work?
No.
It might. I think the truth is gonna come out. So I don't know where they're headed with this season. Everything is, I mean, this is episode what, 7? It's got to be coming
Yeah.
to an end soon. So I just don't know if this is the final season. But
Yeah. So the Russians, they've attacked the Russians now twice. The first time it was at the guy coming out of the church, and now this is the second time with the drug bust. So what? But they don't. I guess the Russians don't know it was Monet, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. But anyway, so yeah, who knows if it's gonna stop there? And then how many other enemies do they have? Who's left?
I don't know. All we ever hear about is the Russians and the
It was another one.
guaps. That's Gordon
It
them,
was
right?
another one.
And then
Yeah,
Kai and his crew.
it was not the it's not Scandinavia. It was some other. It was some other group before.
And then I guess Noma will pop back up next week.
Yeah, so she's been gone too long. So I think it's time for her to pop back up for some stupid reason that Tariq has to save everyone. So now he has to stop concentrating on why the feds are coming after him and what type of evidence they have against him to figure out how to get out of what Noma wants. I guess
It would
it's time for
seem
that.
like though, if he told her, like, just go tell her, hey, there's a RICO case building against me. I'm too hot, that she would have the sense enough to back off and not keep pushing him to sell more drugs. That
Back off.
doesn't, yeah, it doesn't make sense. If your person is being investigated and got the actual DEA watching them, you shouldn't keep pushing them to sell more drugs. That's what I'm saying. She would
he
have
can
to
roll
back
on
off.
her.
Yeah, it seemed like she would back off for a little while, let things cool down, as they say, or help get him out of this trouble.
Yeah, she could just go on and shoot him because we still have to revisit. We still have to revisit the whole conversation around Noma's daughter.
Oh yeah,
who is now fatherless because Noma killed her ex-husband. So does Noma have the child now? So they need to revisit that. We don't know what's going on with that. They kind of left that part hanging.
well, yeah, Tyreek ain't got time for that right now.
He doesn't. He don't have time to go to class. He only makes it to one class.
Well, they all only go to one class. Dr. Bonet's class. That's the only one they go to.
Is that Keisha Sharp's name? I never knew what her name is.
Her name is Harper Monet.
Harper. Yeah, I remember Tate said Harper.
So they go to her class. It's the only one we ever see.
Yeah. Tariq ain't got no more classes, but he's trying to graduate early so he can get that trust fund. But he only had one class.
Yep. I'm telling you, they all only got one class.
He should have gone to community college. He might have been done.
He should have been right over here at Perimeter. All right, so what's up next? So McLean is in the middle of everything. You think he's gonna be able to stay clean, or is he gonna end up in jail? I hope he doesn't end up in jail. I like him.
I don't think Sachs can bring. I mean, because first of all, first of all, how does that? I don't even know how that works. If somebody's been convicted of the crime already, and they would have to. They would have to reinvestigate. But the fact that the only reason Sachs knew that it was Davis was because of the height, girl, that ain't enough. Height? All these people around here that's tall? Y'all got to come with something better than that. So I don't know. That would be interesting if that came back up. And if it does, I'd be pissed because that's really trivial.
Yeah. I'm just saying that there are a lot of things that. Well, this was episode 7. I'm guessing there's 10. I don't remember how many.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's 10. Oh, you know what? So, Davis can now become Dai's attorney. That's how they're gonna keep him in the mix.
If he don't end up in trouble himself, because I mean, you know, Sachs is saying he got Whitman's file. You know, like Sachs is building a case to make it look like McLean is just as dirty as the rest of the drug dealers.
So meanwhile, Sachs is dirty.
He dirty too, on, but you know, that's typical too. You know, the police do while they arresting other people for doing dirt. So, so we got the Rico case that's got to get tied up. I guess I don't think they're gonna drag it to another season. So we got 3 more episodes, 8, 9, and 10, where they got to deal with Noma. Effie and Kane are probably gonna end up smashing. We got to try to get Dai out of jail. Drew has to find out about Monet and all her dirt. All of her dirt. Because it's not just
and then Braden.
And then Braden, what?
He's still crying in the corner.
Yeah, but they got to do something with Braden. Yeah, they have to do something with Braden. I'm thinking maybe he's going to end up killing somebody finally by the end of the season. Because they keep making such a big deal out of the fact that he's the only one of them that hasn't yet.
You gonna close it?
And he keeps getting punked. You know, that can't continue. Oh, and yeah, now they bringing the uncle in a little bit more prominently, so we got to see what's gonna happen with the with the Ponzi scheme and all of that.
Uncle Luke.
Yeah. So, yeah, interesting. I'm curious to see how the rest of the season is gonna go. I'm excited.
I'm ready for P Valley to come back.
Yeah, it'll be fun when P Valley comes back. It's kind of ridiculous on there too, because that whole thing where they was acting like it was voodoo or whatever, that got to be a bit much for me. You know, like a ghost was walking through the strip club. Yeah, I don't have to do all that. Yeah, we don't need that. But then
wait, what was I watching? What was I watching that said black folks don't believe in ghosts anyway? I forgot what it was. I was like,
I know a lot of black folks believe in ghosts.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like the boo type ghost. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking
like
about
a loved one,
family members that pass and come back. That's
not talking about that. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the boo. The boo goes.
No, we don't. No,
we don't believe in ghosts. We'll be like, get out of here. Stop that. Yeah. I'm busy right now. Go do that somewhere else. Like, I mean, that's weird. You know,
and so like Power, it's a little off for me this season, but I still look forward to watching it. Like, I still want to see what they're gonna do. Yeah, like how they gonna handle this, what they gonna, what this person gonna say, where are they going with this character. So they still got me. Not like those other 2 shows where I'm like, ugh. When you ask me, have you watched it? I'm like, no.
well, we'll probably be saying the same thing about Bill Collective when it comes back.
Probably, if they just come back with Maria and them ugly wigs, them ugly blonde wigs,
and the commercials, and they're still talking about Tambra. What's her name? Tambra.
And she talking with that baby voice.
My cousins know her.
63 and trying to have a baby. Girl, bye.
Just like 63.
I know that baby voice. It trips me out. People that talk with baby voices and then they drop the bass when they get mad. like Jeffrey on Ready to Love. It's like, well, you weren't calling me, were you? She was no longer talking in that whiny baby voice. She started getting off. Oh, you act like you ain't know me after the show. Or like Tamra, when she got mad, she was just like, oh, don't forget I'm from Jackson. Like, what happened to that baby voice? Yeah.
What's so wrong with you today?
Wrong with me?
She got some energy, y'all. She ain't had no energy the last 12 months, but she has some energy today.
I have not had a lot of sleep in 2023, but I didn't get out the bed today until almost 11. So I guess maybe I'm a little more
lucky
rested.
you.
I was awake, but I just didn't get out the bed. So, all right, let's wrap it up. So next week it might just be power. If don't nothing else happen, honey.
Right. But again, y'all, if y'all have some opinions about what we're saying, please feel free to share or come on the show as our special guest and have some conversations with us.
Or we can start talking about Top Chef. Oh, when we get off here, we'll talk about Top Chef. I know you were excited when what's the name got kicked off like early. The one that you couldn't stand.
Oh my God, Dawn.
Dawn.
Oh my God. Dawn. She should have never been. I feel the same way about Dawn and Top Chef that I do about, and I can't think of the girl's name right now, but the only Black girl Crumper that was on So You Think You Can Dance. And she was not good.
Oh, yeah. What was her name?
It started with a C. I can't remember.
But she was a crumping dancer.
Yeah, and I was just like, she is not the best that's been on this show. But it's almost like they gotta have a Black girl, and she's the Black girl representative for every. No,
there are better ones than Dawn though, because Nyesha
I'm talking about the girl.
Arrington cooks her ass off. She half Black, half
trust and believe. There have been several chefs, Black chefs. I'm talking about the dance girl.
I know what you're saying, but Dawn, they didn't have to dig Dawn back up. There are other Black chefs.
They did not. They did not. Back.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, what the hell?
That's why I'm watching Next Level Chef. You watch that? Come on, Fox.
No.
Because Nyesha Arrington, and I love her. And Chef, I like Gordon Ramsay. And I like Richard Blais. So it's a goofy.
Richard Blais is the boo. The boo.
So
Richard Blais is
it's a good show. It's a good show. It's gimmicky, but it's good. It's fun. I love a cooking show. Yeah. So anybody watching, you got a good cooking show. I probably have already seen it, but make some suggestions because I love cooking shows. And actually, every now and then we'll cook something I see them make.
Well, Carla. Carla, I ain't really like her either.
She made something on that. What was it called? The Chew. I was watching that one morning and she made something. I was like, oh, I'm making that. And I did. So go ahead.
I'm trying to find that girl's name, but she, oh my God. And every time they bring her back, I'm just like, stop. She is not a good dancer. Comfort. That's her name. I told you it started with a C. Comfort. They keep bringing Comfort back like she was the best thing smoking. And I was just like, is she it? Like, this is your representative. I don't want her as my representative. I can dance better than that. So, no. But yeah, Top Chef, it comes on tonight, right? Yeah, Wednesday.
Today's Thursday.
Yeah. Today's Wednesday. No, today's Wednesday.
No, I think Top Chef comes on Thursday, don't it? It comes on Wednesday?
I thought it was Wednesdays. I don't know. I don't watch anything live.
I don't either. So that's why I'm like, I don't know when it come on.
I just wait till it pops up. Will Trent came on last night. I gotta watch that. I really like that show.
I'm not caught up.
He's a cutie.
Okay.
You don't like Giancarlo, and I know I'm saying his name wrong, but that's how I pronounce it. Big brother, like that.
I like his acting. I didn't say he was cute though. I didn't say he was cute. I just said I like his acting. But I'm behind. The last episode I watched was something they were kidnapping people in the woods, and
Don't even try it.
they found
Don't
out
even.
the black detective has diabetes. That episode. So it's like I'm still only on like 4 or 5.
Oh,
I'm not caught up.
yeah, you
Yeah.
way back. Come on, catch up with me. Catch up with me.
Yeah.
So, and then I told you this new show that I'm watching that I absolutely love on Amazon Prime because I am a Priyanka Chopra Jonas fan. And I am a whatever his real name is fan. He was on Game of Thrones.
What is she on? I like
it's
Priyanka.
called
She's so pretty to me.
it's yeah, she is very pretty. It's called
Citadel.
Citadel.
I
Yes,
just
because I watched her when she was on Quantico, and then that got real stupid. So I'm glad it went off TV. But she's good, and the guy from Game of Thrones is on there who played
Robb Stark.
Robb Stark, yes. So I love it.
Robb dirty at the red wedding, though.
That was the best. That was the best episode.
That episode went off. I was sitting there like, and I read the books, but the actually watching it, I was still like,
right, because after that, you all you can do is go. Yeah. That's it. Right. That's all you could do.
So the Citadel is good. Okay, I'm gonna have to add that.
They've had 2 episodes, so it's every Thursday. So the next episode, the 3rd episode comes out tomorrow. So, but finishing up. I was mad because I thought I was getting ready to binge watch it. I got me a glass of wine and everything, and it was like next on Amazon Prime. I was like,
yeah, I hate that. Yeah, like some shows, I kind of want to wait till it's about halfway through the season so I can binge. Yeah, I'll get in it. I'll get on it probably once. Well, I got graduation season. So when I stop traveling for all of that, then maybe I can watch on TV, or I might download some things to my iPad so I can watch them on the plane or in the car. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that because I can download from Prime.
I don't know.
And Netflix.
Cause the surround sound.
Yeah, but when you got your headphones in,
it's like it.
Yeah,
I just have to watch certain things on the big screen with the speaker. The speaker so loud it's moving around in circles on the floor.
It's jumping around because the bass bumping. Yeah.
And every time I go to look at it, I'm like, how did it get over there? Hey, where did you come from? The speaker to walk all the way across the room.
Yeah. All right, then, party people. We will see you all.
Stay tuned, like and subscribe.
Right. Come back and see what we're talking about on I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but with Keita and Kim. Deuces.